Hey there, this is Christopher again from the City of God Ministry, and right now we'll be doing another review of the Holman CSB Ultrathin Bible. And this is it, and this is in brown, here we go, in brown leather touch edition. Alright, the Bible comes with this pretty nice package, a box, okay, and at the back of this box, all right, you'll find the ISBN number with a retail of $24.99. all right, and these are the features included in the Bible: Smith-sewn binding, presentation page, 2-column text, topical subheadings, footnotes, words of Christ in red. The point type is 9-point type font, and there's the full color maps and more. And this is the sample, okay, and this is the sample text size. This is the actual size, so it's pretty much readable. And I'm pretty much thankful that Miss Caroline of the publishing house sent me this review copy. Okay, so I'll be making a second review of this one compared to the previous review that I did last night. And the feel of this leather is actually really good. It's really nice. It's really nice, and it's kind of soft. All right, it's brown. All right, and if you look at the spine here, right, it's gold print, CSB, Holy Bible, Christian Standard, and Holman. The spine here there's no spine hubs. It's only gold print, but it still is cool. All right, and there is if you take a look at that, these are the perimeter stitching, which makes the Bible sturdy enough. All right, it goes from the outside, and there's also perimeter stitching inside. There you go. Now, if we open, and and also the gold gilding is actually pretty good. If you take a look at that, right? The size of this Bible is 8.5 by 6, and the thickness is a little more than 1 inch. Yeah, it's a little more than 1 inch, so pretty much okay. That, yeah, defines ultra thin. It's pretty travel friendly, light. And actually I have tried this a couple of days ago already, and what I could say is this Bible is, I think I'll be switching to this Bible as my everyday Bible and my preaching Bible as well. All right, so to get started, let's open this Bible. Here we go. So we also have the 2 ribbon markers, before I forget, the brown and the red. Pretty smooth. Okay, so let's open. So it's still new, so the Bible was not broken in that well yet, but in time it will. So the cardboard stock, brown, and we have the presentation page. Right, you'll see that the opening is the presentation page is actually pasted with the cardboard stock. This supports the whole Bible, so the pages won't fall apart. So it is advisable for you not to stretch it a bit. You might destroy the Bible. And now here we are at the title page. Okay. Holy Bible, Holman Christian Standard Bible, Nashville, Tennessee. Alright, so let me show you introduction. So this is a 2017 text of the CSB, and we have here the typesetting and designed by 2K Denmark, and there are the 4 ISBN numbers for the different covers. You can take a look at that, right? And let's zoom it a little closer. Okay, so here are the contents: the Old Testament, the New Testament, and we have additional materials here, which is the introduction to the Christian Standard Bible, abbreviations used in the CSB, where to turn, and table of weights and measures. Now, as you see, the I'm not sure about the GSM of the paper here, but it's a little thin, but it's okay. I don't mind much about the paper as long as I could read the text. So this is a 9-point text, and yeah, for me I could read from this one. So this is the introduction to the Christian Standard Bible. We have the textual base of the CSB, goals of this translation, and there are the 3 translation philosophies of the CSB: the formal, dynamic, and we also have the optimal equivalence. And here in the introduction, it is explained here that CSB uses the optimal equivalence philosophy. And we also have the history of the CSB. Alright, and let's zoom it in a bit. So how the names of God are used, how the names of God are translated here in the CSB. So moving on. Alright, the Old Testament. Now here I'd like to show you, right? There you go. Genesis. The chapter number is printed in bold. Alright, so this is a two-column format, and at the bottom of the page is the translator notes. If you move on to the inside the Bible, okay, there's minimal ghosting. You won't even notice the next page, the page behind it, because the printout is pretty much okay. The texts are perfectly line matched. You'll only see the print of the back if the pages here doesn't have any print, like this one. See? So there's minimal ghosting. You won't be bothered by it. This Ultrathin Bible is pretty much a reader's, a reference Bible. There's no distractions, so you could use this as your everyday Bible. And if you are a preacher, I would really suggest for you to use this one, because it is easy to preach from this Bible. Now, for me, it is easy to preach from this Bible. Right? So moving on, let's see the poetry side of it so that you would see the format and the style used like in Psalms. Here we go. Like I said, the printout is pretty neat. Okay, so I'd like to point you out at the top of every page. There's the page number. Psalms 115 to 118. What does that mean? This page starts with 115, the text from chapter 115, and ends with chapter 118. Look at the bottom, it's still 118. So it goes a long way to every part of the Bible. You could actually keep track of what you're reading just by looking at the top. Like this one, Isaiah 10:11. Alright, got a picture? See? Translator notes at the bottom. So, moving on, let's go to the New Testament. Right. Here we have more features. Okay. In the New Testament, whenever there are references to the Old Testament, it is written in bold, like this one. And the words of Christ are in red. Let me show you that. Alright. I hope I'm doing justice to this one. There you go. So the words of Christ are in red, and whenever Jesus points to the Old Testament or references from the Old Testament, the red is also written in bold. Moving on. I suggest turning the pages carefully, even though this is Smith's Zone. I don't know, maybe it's just me. I don't want to open the Bible that much to prevent any future problems with the Bible. I like taking care of my Bible. That's it. I don't want to write on it because I consider the Bible something. Of course, the Bible is holy. Other people like to mark up their Bible or write on it, but me, I don't. I just put on notes in a notebook separate from the Bible. So, moving on. So here is Philemon, Hebrews. Now, if we move on to the last part of the Bible. Okay, Revelation. Cool. We don't have a concordance on this specific edition of the Ultrathin, but there is equally something important as well. It's where to turn page. So every situation you're in, whenever you're blue, tempted to do wrong, there is a specific part of the Bible to reflect on. See? It's cool. This only shows that the Bible is really where you turn to whenever you're in anything, in any situation. It shows the Bible is your guiding principle in life. And we also have the table of weights and measures. And lastly, we have the here, the maps. The maps are perfectly done. The page is not glossy, but it's thick. The pages are thick, The coloring and the detail of the maps are pretty much okay. It's like you're reading a map from a history book. The details are complete. I really I'd give CSB a 5-star grade on this one. An excellent quality for the maps. Okay, that's it. Cardboard stock. And okay, my take on this, sorry about that, my take on this, I love this Bible. I'd carry it with me, and if there's no COVID pandemic, I'll bring this around whenever I go out. And I would, maybe next time on my Bible in Focus, I would be preaching on it, with it. Okay, so to compare this Bible with my previous Bibles that I've been using, alright, the New American Bible, okay, just to show you the size. Here, the thin line is smaller than the NAB. Okay, the width is also the same. The thickness, see, so this is travel friendly. I'll bring this around every time I go out. I suggest that you do too. For preachers out there, I would highly recommend this CSB Ultrathin Bible. Look it up in the Lifeway website. Okay, once again, this is Christopher from City of God Ministry. I hope you find this Bible review good. So see you again next week.